Yes, sir. Back again. Welcome to the bigger play where the rubber meets the road. Appreciate you being right here with me. We're going to chill and bring y'all some new tonight on that EP 11, installment 11. And we're going to get started real early. No games to be played. Come on, check it out.
Ladies, let me tell you this. After everything that you have been through, the next man had better give you every ounce of everything that he has.
This man is a cuck enabler.
Every ounce.
Cucking is a misguided response to hypergamy in which the cuck attempts to escape the not people zone by telling women that they are perfect and that they deserve even better. The hope is that in validating delusional women, they will see you as having extra value. Of course, this tactic does not work, and sometimes it has even the opposite effect, but it remains popular among the general population and internet celebrities such as Destiny. So then why is cucking so popular? Well, delusional women love to be validated. When a cuck provides a mediocre woman with validation, she expresses joy, which the cuck then mistakes for sexual interest. This creates a market for what I call power cucking, cucking with production value. This encourages unwitting cucks to continue the validation cycle and dig themselves even deeper. And I have seen power cucking before, but I've only seen it produced domestically. The foreign power cucking market being this strong is not a good sign at all.
You'd better cherish you. You'd better lead you. You'd better learn about you. You'd better appreciate you.
So in 2024 and beyond and prior to, there's nothing wrong with leadership, respect from a man to a woman. But now we got a whole lot of, I don't need them. And it'll be clear. I don't need him. I'm good without him. What he can't do for me, another man will. You know, it's a whole lot of talk about the yang and the yang and the yang and the yang and yang and yang. It's going however people see fit in their life for it to go that way. Are you one of those? Or are you the one that's seeing the nature of the beast? Yeah. We could talk about it if you want to talk about it. Are you seeing the nature of the beast? Are you being a panderer? Because we got a lot of that going on. Pandering. So a real man going to be a leader regardless. The leadership going to be there. If the woman choose to fall in line, so be it. But you're going to get some resistance. Nowadays, we getting a whole lot of resistance. It's a lot of back and forth. Whole lot of it. A whole lot of misnomer on the value of the woman and the man when they trying to get in sync with each other. Come on. Come on. Come on in and holler at me about it. See, we getting warmed up. I'm warming up. I just want y'all to make this make sense for me. This the Make It Make Sense segment. The MIMS. We call it MIMS. Make it make sense. So come on in and make it make sense for me. We're getting warmed up. We're doing this on a daily. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to go. So once we get to a certain point, like I said, split screen, call in, guess. If you want to show your face, show your face. If you don't, it's probably going to be better for you not to call in because we want to see you. We want to see the face, the mind of the madness when you call up over here to the bigger play. We finna tap in on a regular basis because we're going to bring a different perspective. You hear me? We're going to be perspective based. A lot of people got opinions. We don't really get too fussed about your opinion. So we're going to keep it classy over here. And we're going to have some real grown conversations. So I need y'all to make it make sense. Are you the word that they use? Are you that? Or are you one of the ones that's going to be in a leadership position and stand on your morals, your laurels, and your principles and let the chips fall where they may? Are you going to go over here and pander and at that point somebody could just tell you, man, you's a true goofy. And since you's a true goofy, we not even really trying to tap in with you know? And this coming from a whole nother, I'm in America. This ain't America. It's coming from a whole different country, you know? I'm just wondering where you at with yours. What you doing? What we doing now? Is you adding value to her? Is she adding value to you? Or is you just standing there as a doormat getting ran over? Which one is it? It's going to be either or. It can't be both. You can't be being respected and getting ran over. Hello? I'm trying to hear you, but I don't hear you. I'm asking a question. Mr. They say funny words, but I got to be careful with this algorithm right now. You know, I got to be real careful with this algorithm because what I don't want to do is allow my words to make my algorithm say, whoop, we're going to flag that young guy because what he's doing, we don't like it. And we see them numbers running up, so let's make sure we block him. So I'm going to try to do everything in my power right now to not put myself in that situation. So I got to be real strategic and careful. So we up against a lot on the bigger play. But it's a bigger play. And we ain't going to stop. We coming every single day on a regular from here on out. Yes, sir. And we're going to have real talk, real conversation. Okay? Yeah. Check the numbers. Look at the scoreboard. We up there. Black and white don't lie. You know, I know you in here with me. I appreciate you being up in here with me. You probably trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out right along with you. But I'm figuring. I'm here talking and I'm figuring as I'm going. Okay, Mr. Cup? All right. We see you, Mr. Cup. But I need you to help me make it make sense. That's all I need. All right? So check that segment out with me and just let me know what you feel, what you think about it. MIMS, make it make sense. Okay? There you go. Now, what we're going to do on this next one, which I always tell you is one of my favorites. This is where we get to that point of she said it, I didn't. That's when I watch her speak and I just say, well, I didn't say it. She said it. She said it. I didn't say it. She said it. And then you just see what you think about that also. All right.
My favorite's always going to be the least emotionally available one. I don't make the rules.
She's talking about having a roster. She always likes one of them the most. And it's always the one who likes her the least. And she says, I don't make the rules. So here's the thing. You do make the rules. The rules that you do not make are what feels good. This is the guy you like, and this is like, I want to eat pizza and cupcakes all the time. The lower drives. You don't make the rules there. But you do get to say, well, I'm not gonna eat pizza and cupcakes all the time because that's bad for me. You do make the rules.
So she said, my favorite is the least emotional. Let's follow that. She said it, I didn't. My favorite is the least emotional. I want to ask you ladies a simple question. Why can't you make up your gut mind? Why can't you? She said it, I didn't. My favorite is the least emotional. Y'all just heard her. Why is that? Ladies, tap in. Comment right now. We having real conversation. We real men having real conversation. We not pandering. We not forcing them. We not against you. We just want to have a conversation with you. My favorite is the least emotional. Make up your damn mind. You want him to be emotional. Come open up. Fellas, that's a solid no. Don't simp out. That's a strong no, a solid no. We want him to talk. Men ain't emotional. She said her favorite is the least emotional. Now let's peel back the layers. Let's deal with this. I come to you. I keep it real. I show love. I show respect. As a result, you like, ugh, ugh. Now a lot of women will lie because they'll try to put on the surface. They put the myopic view on. They'll be on the surface and they'll say something like, "No, he can't open up. He dealing with trauma. I don't like a hard. I don't like a hard man. I don't like him being closed. I want him to come to me. Even though when you come to her, it's just a matter of time before she throw it back at you. We all know that. We ain't going to delve into that. We're going to delve into the fact that she said her favorite is the least emotional. So the fact that I'm nonchalant and I'm not emotional, guess what she willing to do? Any and everything under the sun. Huh? Oh, yeah. I've been there. No emotions. You call. Hello? What you doing? Where you at? Why you asking me questions? You don't call. Your phone ring. Why you haven't called? This is how wicked and serious and contradictory the game is. It's just a reality. It ain't nothing against nobody. Because men had their flaws, women had their flaws. But right now we dealing with what she said. Because she said it. I didn't. She said that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. She said that. And you heard her loud and clear because you're watching right here with me. Y'all heard her say that. What else do that mean? My favorite is the least emotional. She said that I didn't. What else do that mean? I'm listening. What else do it mean? To my constituents. What else do that mean? That mean I like him. Although I know there's other women that like him, I like him also. And although I know that he has access to all those different women that like him, I still like him. There's a guy over there that's very respectful, that won't cheat. But there's something about that guy I don't like. However, the gentleman over there that cheats, that has different women, that has all the access that he wants, I want him. And he don't have no emotions about it, like I do. But you still want him. See, at this point in time in 2024, last year was what last year was. For the past several years, podcasting been blowing up. A lot of things been happening where they've been sticking that camera in front of different people's faces. As a result of them sticking that camera in front of different people's faces, a lot of people been coming to that camera with their opinions. Whether how ignorant their opinions is, how non-factual based their opinions is, how all over the place their opinions is, they've been coming. Okay? Especially the women. Now, you got a few goofballs out there. You got a few of them out there. But the reality is the results. Okay? The reality is in the, you can see it. You can watch it with me. Young lady just told you. She just told you what it is with her. And there's so many out there that's doing that. So as a result of that, we having these conversations. And these conversations has become hot topics. I hate that the fact we are, as a culture, well, we don't have a culture, but as a race of people, as whatever you want to call us, Black, African American, whatever you want to call yourself, whatever you deem to be, a tribe, whatever, right? We are coming more separated. You know, in the 50s, we was married over at a 50% rate in the 50s. Okay? This is a fact. We was married black on black, man and woman, family. Was married at a certain rate. Now, I put my head down and cry about it if you want to know the numbers. Under 30%. Very sad. Why is that? Everybody gonna have their take. But here we are, having these topics. It's important. My goal is to try to switch the narrative. Okay? That's what my goal is. I'm getting a lot of backlash because I'm a man and I'm speaking. And because I'm not a panderer, I'm catching backlash. So we ain't going to pander. I know you're beautiful. I love you, ladies. But we're not going to pander. We're going to keep it real. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to deal with the make it make senses, the facts of fictions, the she said it, I didn't, the keep goings. We're going to deal with this, okay? We're going to deal with it. We're going to deal with the what we doing. We got a whole lot to deal with. And we're going to try to chill. We're going to relax while we're doing it. We're going to learn. We're going to educate ourselves. We're going to try to educate. We're going to accept entertainment. We're going to entertain. We're going to have facts. You know, we're going to try to stay away from the fiction. But what we're going to do is work towards trying to bring us back to what we need to be at, because it's a big separation right there. And I want you to ask yourself that question of why your favorite is the least emotional, the non-emotional. Emotional, because you want to correct him, you want to pull it up out of him. Why do I have to come to you and be happy, friendly, and you good? But I got to stand over in the corner and act like I don't even see you, and here it is, you eyeing me down. What's up with that? I deal with it a lot in my life. I'm not going to share certain information with women. I'm not going to get in front of the lady. I ain't going to do all that. And you got the ones that'll say, well, that's what's wrong with our men. They can't be, that's why they... So you want us to be a woman. I just addressed the topic lightly. But we, you know, the things we talking about is a regular thing on a regular basis. We dropping these segments. So I want y'all to prep y'all self. Because in a minute, like I said, we going live. We dealing with call-ins. You're going to be able to call in to the bigger play and talk to me directly. And I'm going to just sit here and listen to your... All right. Next segment. This is the segment where we call this what we doing, which means in this situation, in these talking points, what we doing? How you feeling? How you handling it? How you gonna carry it? Okay?
I like this. Just like...
She's saying that most men have very feminine wives. They don't go after tattooed buff girls. That's exactly what I was saying yesterday. If you're a woman and you make yourself more masculine, then fewer men will prefer it. And there's nothing wrong with it. I think she looks great. But then again, my life is kinda... You might not want to appeal to my demographic. So this girl is a victim of the do whatever you want mentality. It completely slipped by her that fewer men prefer the look that she chose. And I'm not saying that you have to conform to the world, but you do have to conform to reality. If you want people to like you, then you have to be what they like. And if you want to be something else, then you're gonna get the people who like whatever that is. Choose carefully. I am learning more and more about tattoos. I guess people with tattoos like other people with tattoos. So at least you know who you're looking for, or who's looking for you.
So what are we doing? What we doing with the masculinity of the women? What we doing, fellas? Do tattoos make her more masculine? Most likely. Because everybody I done ran across, not in my personal life, but just through the internet, thousands of videos. They got tattoos. I like pain. Oh. What we doing? If you like to go deep, fellas, you like to go deep. Everybody can't go deep. I'm sorry. I'm my bad. Some people don't like it deep. They be like, I like pain, but then you try to go deep, they don't like it deep. A lot of people don't probably know what I mean. That, you know, we walk, we got 1 leg, 2 leg, 3 leg, 4. Y'all probably ain't never heard about the 4th. That mean you... Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. What we doing? Because I love a lady with tattoos all upside her eyeballs, and I like her. Now, I'm not saying what I'm going to do with her or how I like her, because this ain't about me. I'm asking you. You just heard the young lady, and the gentleman had his perspective on the math. So what we doing? Do you like a tattoo? See, I'm from Chicago. I'm from a place in Chicago that taught me a lot about the essence of the game. You hear me? I come from where they tell you that I'm fresh as a flower. You hear me? I come from the game where they tell you, yeah, that part. It's a player thing. You know, like I said, I got to be careful with these words. I got to watch how I'm talking. But there's a campaign, and I ain't talking about the presidential election. You campaign around here. You hear me? If you in the DeVille, you keeping it real. It's slick talk around here. So you have to understand where I'm coming from. So what are we doing with the masculinity? What we doing? Is you masculine because you got tattoos, or do you got the soft tattoos? Do your tattoos have a meaning behind it? Where I come from, that butterfly on your body means something. Uh-oh. The lower back tattoo means something. Uh-oh. The top chest tattoos mean something. Uh-oh. Stop me now if I'm lying. I'm just surface talking. I'm just putting some talking points out there. Ain't nobody here to challenge me right now. So I got the surface to say how I feel and what I think. We finna let the challenge happen though. We just giving y'all different topics that we gonna be dealing with. And right now, I wanna know what we doing. Cause she's strong and masculine and solid, huh? And ready to burn the house down. What we gonna do? You gonna provide provision, protection? You hear me? Is you gonna provide that, young fella? Is you the man that's gonna do that? Or is you gonna stay in the back wing and try to live off the lady? Like how a goofball will do. Excuse me. I know you goofball, Jamal. I know you out there. We gonna deal with the goofball Jamals too. That's why we here. We here to bring you the essence of what it really is, and what it should be, and what it could be. So we're gonna talk around the surface, and then we're gonna go into the depth of it. We're gonna go into the core. See, right now I'm just relaxing, and I appreciate you being here. And I'm getting more and more comfortable in my skin, and my clothes is getting more leathery. If you didn't know, I like leather. I'm in a cool place. I'm in the studio. We like leather. We like leather. We love leather. We getting more leather. More leathery. What we doing, man? Is you chilling tonight? Is you all right? Is you relaxed? Is you in a good place in your life? Because we just having the balance. We just having the balance. We just want to know what we doing. Because I love a tattooed lady, but I keep talking about what I do. Let me stop. What we doing? She lift her arm up. Erykah Badu she got hair under her arms, but they put the picture out of her, and she was real thick and juicy. She got kids by some superstars, and a lot of people would try to say, well, why she got hair under her arms? Because the man said they like it clean cut. But some of you nasty, some of you might like it hairy. Under the arms. Ooh, Lord, I like a clean cut. But see, in different parts, you might like the hair. The algorithm. We dealing with the algorithm. You know what an algorithm is? Let me explain to you what an algorithm is, right? We're going to use this as a teaching moment. Over the years, people have called my phone, man, I don't like my Facebook. I'm getting off Facebook. Why you getting off Facebook, man? I don't like Instagram. I'm getting off. Because they be posting. It's all about BS. People being... Just how the algorithm works. Whatever you look at, whatever you consume, the algorithm gonna connect to that and regurgitate that. Feed it right back to you. So if you don't like what you're seeing, that's a reflection of you. Let's do this. Let's change what you spending your time in on your phone with the algorithm, on your Facebook page. If you see something you don't like, take the time to press not interested, delete. You see something you like, interested, accept. That's going to make your algorithm wake up every day to see what you want to see. I love my algorithm. That's why she in there with that arm. And she cute. Somebody tell her, come here. Come here. Bigger plate won't holler at you. Come sit down over here with me. We can have a little meeting, you know? Talk about what you talking about, and I can talk about you. We can talk about it. But I be at my algorithm like this here. Woo! Oh, damn. Oh, she beautiful. I want that. Yeah. That's what my algorithm say. My algorithm tell me the art of war, what books to read. Okay? My algorithm keep me up to date on what's going on with the technology, these robots. Elon Musk ain't playing. My algorithm show me some of the most beautifulest women in the world because as men, we are visual creatures and we love to be stimulated aesthetically when you're looking at that beautiful lady. And I be like, oh, MG. All right. My algorithm show me educational. My algorithm also show me the dark side of certain things, you know. What's going on in the inner underprivileged developed communities, the inner cities of America. And I'll be like, whoa. It also shows me the United Kingdom, showed me different places all across the world and what's going on. So your algorithm is what you want it to be. So whenever somebody call me and say, I got to take a social media break, I'll be like, okay. Why you letting social media get on you like that? Ain't nothing wrong with taking a cleansing moment. We all got to cleanse. You got to cleanse. You need to cleanse away from meat. You need to cleanse away from, I can't say that word, but I got to be careful because the algorithm, it start with a P. You do your due diligence. Then you got another word start with a D. You do your due diligence, you know. So it's nothing wrong with cleansing yourself. However, to relinquish your power over to social media as if it's taking you over, that's when it become a problem and you give it, no. Look at what you want to on social media, and social media can absolutely be a tool for you, okay? We got an ebook coming, and we're going to provide tools in there to tell you what you need to be using social media for and how you need to be using it and what you need to be doing with it, okay? Educational moments where it can provide power in your life. It can provide structure in your life. It can provide substance in your life. It can provide motivation in your life. It can provide a total different way of how you see it. If you run it from it, come on over here. Because don't let it control you. You need to control it. I control mine. That's just what it is. It's PowerPoints here. That's where we going with ours. Okay? So I really want you to know what we're doing. Tell Tattoo Lady I say, come here. All right. Hey, now look, we're going on to that next segment. Yep, this another real good segment. And this the segment where we deal with facts or fiction.
Is it okay to have female friends if you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Then she says, what if I had guy friends? And he goes, no. And she says, why not? And he says, because men try to sleep with women all the time. It's a gotcha moment. And they're kind of right. Here's both of them closing their eyes to ignore the horrors of reality. Having friends outside the relationship is a conversation to have with your partner, but it's not the same for men and for women. And that's because women are the limiters of sex. Men pursue and women resist until they don't. And usually nobody's trying to steal your boyfriend, at least not anybody good. Unless your boyfriend is this guy, she should be worried. So in a relationship, you trust each other not to do this or this. And unless you're dating this guy, you don't have to be all that worried about this. But almost every woman is going to be getting some of this. If you're dating a guy in this range, you just don't have to worry about him as much as he has to worry about you. Remember, it's way easier for a married woman to do this than it is for a married man to do this. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, just not as much.
Basically, this is a hot topic. We're going to talk about this every day, forever. Can men and women be friends? Oh, I need you to answer that. Is it a fact? Is it fiction? Is it a fact that men and women can be friends? Absolutely. Is it fiction that men and women can be friends? Absolutely. Which one is it? Talk to me. I'm listening. Uh-oh. But you can't because I'm talking. Now look, from my research, men and women can be friends. Follow me now, because I might go a little deep over your head. So let's talk about the surface level of it all. Men and women can be friends. I'm going to tell you why. I met Tamika. I like Tamika. I want to be in Tamika. You know what I mean? I want to get up in her. I saw her at that nightclub. I want to be in Tamika. I like Tamika. However, Tamika don't like me. Tamika say, ooh, bigger play, you ain't my type. But I'm going to give you my number. You can call me. So at that point, she friend zoned me. So at that point, I have intentions, but she friend zoned me. And because I'm a respectful guy, I accept the friend zone. Now, I can take her out. I'm not getting nothing in return. I can buy her gifts. I'm not getting nothing in return. A lot of people will say I'm getting her time. Damn that. My time is important just as her time is important because neither one of us can get our time back. But because I accepted the friend zone, and I'm doing two things. I'm either in the background saying, okay, I accepted that, or I'm going to play my role and eventually she going to break. So are we really friends? Can you be friends? Can men and women be friends? Yes. If the man friend zone the woman, or if the woman friend zone the man, and they continue to connect with each other, at that point, it's the friend zone. Yeah, she friend zoned you. She has no intentions on sleeping with you. She had no intentions on being with you. She ain't liking you like that. However, she accepted any accolades you bring her way. She accepted any presents. She accepting dinners. She accepting dates. She accepting all that, but has no intentions on ever sleeping with you. If you look at the thin line, the gray line, you been friend zoned, or she been friend zoned, and that's where y'all left, but y'all willing to spend time together. Are you truly friends at that point? Nope. But if you do it over and over and over again, it'll come to a point where both parties will accept the reality. Hence, we spent enough time for me to have enough respect to you, you to have enough respect for me, and now we friends. Let's flip it. At 2 o'clock in the morning, Tamika called my phone after 2 years of us being friends, fact or fiction, and said, I'm going through a lot. I don't know what came over me tonight. I need you. Can you come through? This finna be the determining factor of if men and women can be friends. 2 years, Tamika friend zoned you. You've been respectful. You've been balanced. You understood the friend zone. Up until about a year, you was like, I get what it is. And you even got in your bag. Now, who are you? Tamika call your phone and say, I'm going through a lot. I need you. Come here. In a way, though. I ain't talking about no friend shit. She said it in a way. I ain't gonna get explicit because I told you about the algorithm. In a way, it's 2 in the morning. You got a lady or you don't got a lady. I don't give a fuck. Which situation you in? Is you going? Woo, woo! Can men and women really be friends? So if you get what I'm trying to say is, in the midst of it all, she get aggressive with you in a way that you never seen her get aggressive with you before. And initially, that's the aggression that you wanted. I ain't talking about no, we met as children and we grew up together. No. If that lady slip and call your phone or text your phone or inbox you on any social media platform and say, I want, bada bing, you know what I'm trying to say. What you doing? 99.9% going. That's a fact. But so-called friends done tried it. I done seen it. You got to have a lot of integrity to be a certain type of man. To tell Tamika, I'm going to leave your ass on red and I'll talk to you tomorrow. However, if the core of your feelings for that woman was what I deemed they was, I know what they were. See, using that word friends loosely, yeah. Absolutely we can be friends. Because I cannot like you. But if you like me, that's a problem. You cannot like me. But if I like you, that's a problem. Can men and women be friends? Facts or fiction? It's what we ask. We growed up together. But most people will say this statement. I want him and me to be friends before I would have loved to be friends with the person before that's my best friend. But not as your husband, not as your wife. We talking about without that part. Now, if you add that part, yeah, if me and you consummate without being married and we realize it ain't for us, but we was intimate, and I respect you now and you respect me now, we absolutely could be friends. Because we both know now we did that. But we did that. If you do that make you not friends? If you want to do that and you ain't done that, do that make you not friends? See, it's tricky. I'm just asking. I'm trying to be educated on this. Can men and women be friends? Fact or fiction? That's why we're here having these conversations with this leather on. It's soft too, y'all. It's soft. Yeah, it's leather. It's soft. I take it apart. I button it back up. It's soft leather. We ain't coming to y'all Mickey Mouse. We trying to come to y'all decent. We coming to y'all real classy, real honorable, clean. Wash up, wash down good, and come sit down here. Kevin Samuels came with us with the suits on. I'm bringing an urban feel. Get you a little more comfortable. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable because he come on that camera, whoop! It's still a level of uncomfortability over here because we're going to be clean. So when you post up, when you cam up with me, come over here looking like something. If you don't, we're going to have a problem. He didn't like bonnets. I don't mind bonnets as long as your makeup did. If your makeup ain't did and your hair whipped, as long as your hair whipped. If your makeup ain't did and your hair ain't did, but your teeth clean, as long as your teeth clean. We like it all, but yeah, fact or fiction. Men and women, can they be friends or not? It's serious topics over here, man. I know y'all tripping on the kid, but the kid came to bring you the latest installment. And here we are. It's the bigger play where the rubber meets the road and we get straight to it. You hear me? Where the rubber meets the road. Ain't no time for games. We got a little time for games. But yeah, okay. This is the last segment today where we're going to go with the... It's always somebody going to try to keep you down, but we always want you to keep going. So this is the part of the segment where we encourage everybody to keep going. Stay motivated. Don't stop.
Never count out the nerdy guy. Listen to me, you want to marry the hot nerd and I will die on this hill. I know you've always been attracted to the bad boy, but let me ask you something.
Be hot.
See, when I was coming up, God always gave me, well, okay, because a lot of people might not believe in God or all that, so I don't want to be biased. Energy. The universe always gave me a nice sense of self-worth and self-value, even though I didn't know these things when I was in grammar school, when I was in high school. I didn't know certain things, but I was always a humble guy. So I was overlooked. Didn't have money. Wasn't a basketball star. Wasn't a football star. Wasn't your average, a lot of us not your average, whatever people may deem to be big and starry. But I always had a certain humility about myself that if they didn't know it, I was popular, I was smart, I was attentive, I was respectful. But you know, at times these things were overlooked because everybody looked to the varsity or the, what you call back in my day, the D-boys. So I wasn't one of those. So I was overlooked. And I went to school every day. I didn't play hooky, what they used to call it where I was coming from. I didn't ditch class. I was in school every day, right? I was overlooked. I say, man, I like her, but I was the same age. A lot of the girls liked it, the older guys. You know, I had my little pick of the litter. I was decent. However, you know, me and a lot of more people was overlooked. It just is what it is. I was humble. Humility was there. I was respectful. Went to school every day. Paid attention to the teacher. One disrespectful, showed up in class, perfect attendance. One of those. The nerdy type. You know, they wouldn't call me a nerd because I still had a little swag and I ain't wear glasses. A lot of people associated nerds with glasses, but let's get to the point or to keep going. Now, back then, you had your pick of the litter because when we was living, it was somebody for everybody. Now, nah, not so much. It's somebody for everybody. False. Because now you got a lot of ladies that like a small percentage of the men. So I'm going to leave that there. But I get to high school, I start wrestling. Not a popular sport, but I'm 120 pounds, I'm 110 pounds. Yeah, I was a little guy. However, I started wrestling. Wasn't a popular sport, but guess what? It taught me what to do. At the time, I was wrestling in different schools. The mess, they was putting me on my ass, but what it taught me to do? Put you on yours. Yeah. Lock in with you. Bada bing, bada. Lock in with you. I wasn't a tough guy, but I respected you, so people respected me. That gave me enough to let even the tough guys, I ain't gonna be able to tell you they put your hands on old 110, 120. I'm just keeping it real with you, okay? We're gonna leave that there. But as time go on, overlooked, we just chilling, ain't the popular guy, you ain't this, you ain't that. 10th grade, it changed a little bit. 11th grade, it changed a little bit. I stayed consistent, stayed being me, stayed being respectful, stayed humble. It protected me, it elevated me, and it got me a whole lot of respect. Okay? Over with. Over with. So now, coming to college, out of college in adulthood, all those same people that overlooked me now are paying attention to me because I kept going. That's going to be a conversation for a whole nother day. But right here, right now, I will, in fact, let you know how important it is to keep going because I'm sitting in front of you right here, right now. And I was that young guy from the city of Chicago in an inner city, underdeveloped, underprivileged, destitute community that protected me, follow me, that uplifted me, that taught me, that gave me the Teflon. They gave me the Teflon and the essence of who I am today. Sitting in front of you, talking to you. I'm right here. I'm a little bitty boy. And I ain't even told my story. I've been through some things. Whew. More than most. Because I've been around most. They complain about things that ain't. You ever lost a limb? Me neither. But I've lost the ability to use the limb. That's going to be a hot topic for another day when my story comes and I tell you my story. A lot of people be complaining, but they ain't lost a limb. Be quiet. Stop crying. I can take you to a rehabilitation center where if you really respect life and you look at them people, you'll have a different mindset on the complaints that you put forward. But we all got our trials and tribulations. So I ain't going to put you in there right now. The purpose of this segment is to let you know to keep going. Because I kept going. And when you keep going, you overcome so many trials, tribulations. You overcome so many hurdles, hardships. You overcome so many mistakes. You overcome so many losses. You got to keep going. You ain't got no choice. And I'm here to tell you, you ain't got no choice. I was overlooked. You was overlooked. Look at you now. Now you being looked at. It's cool. I love that you here with me. I love to talk. I'm going to run my mouth way faster than the radio. Oh, it's a fact. I'm going to wear this leather. I'm going to wear this leather. That one decent. He decent. You hear me? I'm going to wear this leather. They going to pay me for wear this leather when I shot him out. Oh, they going to pay me. We got sponsorship. Keep going now.
Lying to the public, they ain't got the truth in them. Lights out, gas off, bootless, this city pimping. Blocks on fire cause the homeowners broke as fuck. Taxes up, water bill higher than a Civic truck. It's a bigger play, a bigger play. Death before dishonor is the only way. Yeah, I tried to follow, but they led us straight. Sorry, but not sorry, can't trust what they say. It's a big